bit. It's 6:39 and we are going to start our meeting for the 4A Corporation.
Okay.
Okay, we will go ahead and, we do, you guys have a quorum. President Pro Tem, I guess we need to do the agenda.
So with the prayer for the
Yeah, the convocation and the pledge.
Mm-hmm. If you want to start with prayer, then we'll do the pledge.
Say the prayer, Mayor.
I'm gonna say, thank you, Jesus, for the day we had today, that we're all here, and thank you to all the volunteers who work so hard and then come over here to make decisions. Please let us make the right decisions today that will benefit our city and our citizens. Through Jesus Christ, we ask you this. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses,
as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I have a copy of the agenda, guys. I just want the minutes.
Here.
So,
You can have
but I do need to get, our president wishes to attend, and I've set up a Zoom. I just have a login to it. You guys can give me just a moment.
and y'all do have a quorum.
Yes, ma'am, we do. They have 3 members, which means they can have other members attend. And I don't have an internet connection here. I forgot what the Wi-Fi is.
What is it, FEC wireless?
Guest. The guest, FEC wireless
It's
one.
a guest. And password.
FEC wireless.
See wireless. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys.
And citizens come.
Yep, for it. You need to just ask for citizen comments.
Okay, any citizens comments?
So I'm gonna just say real quick, we do have an individual here that will speak during citizen comments. His name is Ryan Rodriguez. And the paperwork that Selena has given you, there is a printout of what he's going to be discussing with you all this evening. For those of you that aren't familiar with him, Ryan Rodriguez does rent the gym site from us in the evenings because he does run a youth basketball program. So I will turn it over to him. Also real quick, just to let you know, at 7 o'clock, I do have to go. I have to go meet one of the entertainers that we will be using for our holiday extravaganza so that I can take him payment. Okay?
Great.
We'd like to do that, especially if it's famous.
So Ryan, we'll turn it over to you.
All right, hi everybody.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
I'm Ryan. I run Texas Stampede.
Ryan, just one quick
Yes,
moment.
yes.
Mr. President, can you hear everybody?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Or you're gonna have to look at me.
Quick thing before we continue the meeting, if tones do drop, I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, she said,
Okay, so, just pardon my interruption.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to stare at me. I could put you on the iPad, but
Yeah,
nevertheless.
you're good.
I'm actually gonna turn off the video and just leave the audio. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So on this past Tuesday, I had an incident with Miss Debbie Wolf, who runs ACYP. I've been having actually a lot of incidents with her in the past year and a half. But this one was, like, she took it overboard with me. So she reached out to me to contact me about my schedule for 2025. And I told her that it was the same schedule that I was turning in for 2024, that doesn't interfere with her program or nothing like that at all. So she got upset because she says that she needs my Monday, my Wednesday, and my Friday because she needs to extra time to set up all her stuff, her volleyball nets and all that stuff like that. So she tried to like pretty much bully me into giving her those days. I told her I wasn't going to. I told her that I've been super accommodating to her. During the summer, I'm in the ballroom, so I'm carrying basketball courts and sandbags and everything just to set up my stuff, while she has nobody using the basketball court at all. I don't complain. I've been super accommodating to her. I've always helped her out. I've actually volunteered for her program many times. But because I didn't want to give up my time slots to her, she started calling me all these names. She started calling me boy, coward, a little bitch.
Oh my God.
That she was gonna get a violin and start playing it for me during my practices.
Excuse me, is that all in this transcript?
Everything is there.
Okay.
She then accused me. Do y'all want me to say it? Yeah, okay.
If you can, it's in their report either way.
She then accused me of sleeping with Monica and Selena for them to always have my back, and that is not true at all.
Very unprofessional.
And
Can I interrupt 1 second? Who is this lady?
They're talking about one of our other tenants, sir.
Debbie Ball.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and she said that she's been here for 13 years and that she has seniority over me, and that everybody has stole her time. TNT came in here and stole her time from her. I stole her time from her, and I don't belong here. That she's gonna do everything in her power to make my program fail and get me out of here, because this is her center, and I came in here to this place and took it from her. And you know, like I said, and I told her too. I said, Debbie, you're calling me all these names. She's calling me a little boy. That I walk around with my tail tucked in between my legs. And I told her, I said, look, you're calling me all this stuff. You're verbally abusing me, and I have not said one thing to you yet, because I know the way she operates. Okay, I know if I would have said something bad, it would be a lawsuit quick on me. Quick. I'm not dumb. I used to be a police officer in the Army for 10 years, so I know how things work. And so I told her, I said, look, I haven't said nothing to you. And then she said, yeah, that's because you're a coward, you're a boy, you're a punk ass. bitch. And I said, you know what, I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that anymore. I said, because I was helping her. I was letting her set up her volleyball stuff 30 minutes into my time because I didn't want to hear nothing. And I said, I can't be doing that no more. I said, you said, let me help you for volleyball season, but come basketball season, there's no setup time because the goals are already down. So I could be in here from 4 to 6 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with no problems because there's no transition. And she goes, well, I need your Monday and I need your Wednesday and I need your Friday. And I said, well, I'm not gonna do that. I said, look, I'm willing to work with you. I said, since I know that you're not in here on Friday a lot, how about I'll give up my Monday and my Wednesday to you, but just give me an hour of your time on Friday because you're not using it. That way I could fit all my elementary teams that I put on pause because of your summer camp on that Friday. And therefore you could start all your stuff at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock, and you could set up everything at 4:30. This would actually help your program. You could bring in 4 more teams on Monday and 4 more teams on Wednesday. No, I'm not gonna give you anything more. You already stole everything for me. And then she continues still harassing me. So I told her, I said, look, Debbie, I'm not gonna let you do this to me. I said, I'm gonna start using all my time. I'm not gonna help you no more. I said, you need to set up all your stuff on your pay time. What is it that you can't start your stuff 15 minutes after your 6 o'clock pay time? Why do you need to start at 6 o'clock? I said, I have it from 4 to 6, but I don't start till 4:45 to 6. I give myself that time. And she said, no, that I don't belong here. She wants me out of here. and that she's gonna do everything in her her power to see me fail and get kicked out. And I said, well, I'm done helping you. I don't wanna talk to you. I don't want you to approach me at all anymore because like our relationship's not repairable. I'm not gonna let her talk to me like that. So, I mean, you know, I hate that we're here, but I mean, she took it overboard there. So I've always been super accommodating to her. And not one time has she ever helped me or done anything for me. It's always been me. When it's her time, she keeps us out there locked out. She don't even let us in. She locks the doors, she keeps us out there locked out the entire time. When I'm giving instruction, she lets all her parents, all her kids in. They're setting up everything, they're being loud, they're interrupting my practices, all that stuff like that. And she always says that it's in her contract that she has 30-minute transition time. She don't have anything like that. Her time starts at 6 o'clock. And there's been an instance where I was putting a sign on the door to letting everybody know that if it's a stampede practice to please like not come in. One time she got mad, she went and she raised the basketball courts on me during my practice, and my parents got pissed on my time. So, I mean, that's pretty much it.
It's a public comment, guys, so we don't respond to those. But Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes, sir.
I was made aware of this today. I haven't even had a chance to read your letter, I'm sorry. I'd like to speak to you about it, and Ms. Feliz does as well. Selena's kept us in the loop. Maybe tomorrow will you be around?
Yes.
Okay. Me and Monica will get together. We'd like to discuss this a little more, and I can't properly tell the board what's going on, because
Yeah.
I don't know yet. But, you know, we value all of our tenants.
Do you have a copy of her contract?
I do.
Okay.
Tom, can I ask a question?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Do y'all have executive session?
We do have executive sessions, but this was a public comment, so it would not be the time to do that.
Okay.
Ms. Boff's under contract, just like him and any other perpetual users, so that could be a reason for us to go to executive session at a different meeting. But this is kind of, no offense.
No, you're fine.
This is not necessarily the best place to start that dialogue. Because the board can't even discuss it. Well, we can,
Well,
we have a
they-
certain latitude when we get into the agenda. But we also are still finding out what's going on.
But then the board need to know exactly. what's
Absolutely,
going on.
ma'am, I don't disagree with that one bit, but I'm not sure what's going on just yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Ms. Boff turned in her schedule with me this week without any incident. So I think I just wanted to tell you that, and I think we should probably move on with the meeting. But
I would like to-
I will keep y'all I will advise you guys as soon as I find out what's going on.
I would like to have a copy of her contract when you have a chance.
I have it, ma'am. I'll email it to you.
Okay, great.
Is that the scheduling process though, that weekly they turn in their times, or what, my only question would be, how are the schedules put in place? Like, does the tenant come in and say, on these days, these times, and first come, first serve, or?
No, not on our contract ones, and I'm looking for a spot in the actual agenda for us to discuss that.
Yeah, that
We
was,
can't do that right
my
here.
only question is like, let's establish.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, quick question. I'm not to move this any further. What kind of action is he seeking?
And he's not
Has it been
seeking.
stated
There's no
at all?
action. No
It
action.
just wants to be treated like,
I think it's bring it to the board's attention,
Yeah.
which is fine. I'm a transparent kind of guy. If you'd have told me, I'd have told the board too. And I heard about this. Monica told me about it. I just haven't had a chance to read that statement because I've been running like a chicken all day.
Okay, no problem.
But I will email the statement to the board if y'all don't have it, and I'll email that agreement to you.
I would like to
Okay.
see that.
Okay.
I'm not trying to mess with her program or nothing, because I do believe what she's doing for the younger kids is good. We do need it. I just want to be left alone. Like, I don't want her, like, talking to me at all. Our relationship is not repairable. Because the way she was talking to me, was like if, back in the day. Yeah.
I understand fully.
So either Tom or myself will reach out to you so that we can sit down and discuss this further.
It's gonna have to be next week, but we can have that talk
Yeah.
tomorrow and figure out when.
Okay.
Thank you. And am I good?
Yep, you're good, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Just make sure that call goes.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mr. Caldwell,
Yes, ma'am.
I told him I need to leave by 7 because I need to go deliver a deposit for an entertainer that has been booked. So can we move to, I guess, an area to where we can discuss this holiday extravaganza thing we're doing in December?
Sure, absolutely. Miss Martinez is running the meeting, but.
Okay, let me see. Which one is
which
that,
one is
Monica?
Is that D? Yeah, President, you can't run the meeting from Zoom. You can just listen and talk, sorry.
Yeah, I'm aware, yeah, that's
Tell him you'll owe me
at all.
something.
I completely understand, I just didn't wanna, like, this is important, you know, I need to feel like I need.
I would probably go to D.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, well, what they're proposing, Mr. President and Madam Mayor and the Chair, is that we take up D first, so I don't think.
Sounds good.
So proceed.
Go ahead.
So, I know we had discussed it at the last meeting about, there was an interest to host a holiday extravaganza here at the center, as we have done in the past, that the city has done in the past. So, we just asked that the board members reach out to some type of entertainment or artist that we could sign an agreement with to get this taken care of. So, we did, Mr. Herrera and Mr. Lambert, I discussed this with both of them. So what we have done is David Farias has been booked for December the 14th. I actually need to leave here to go meet him so that I have signed the contract, but I need to get the deposit to him. The city has issued him a check. The Small Town Habit, which is our local band, they will be opening up the event. We don't have certain time set yet. We're gonna work on that in the coming week. I've been talking with Selena, I've been talking with the city manager, and the idea is to try to have something that is going to be throughout the day to try to get the people out here. So, I know Selena has reached out to an individual. We're considering doing a market days from 10 in the morning till about 5 in the evening. We'll also do pictures with Santa during that time. And then what we'll do is we'll try to get the building cleared out, and then that way we can prepare for the dances in the evening. What I need to know from you all is if there's going to be an admission charge, what type of fee are we looking for when it comes to an admission? And if tables are going to be sold for the event, what is the cost going to be on that as well? Just so that we can start preparing, we can start getting tickets printed, and we can start advertising for this event.
How many tables do you have in here? If you were to sell tables, I'm just asking.
So typically, whenever you sell tables, you limit the amount of tables that you sell because it's basically whatever we can get around the dance floor. Sometimes we go into the second row, just depending, because we prepare a layout, we let the individual that's wanting to purchase the table come in and decide on which table it is they're wanting to purchase. I want to say it's usually about 25 tables that we do try to sell, and then everything else is just basically like a general admission ticket, and it's a first come, first serve at whatever table at that point.
So you want us to maybe work on a price or?
So we're needing to know a price. The city manager and I have talked about it, and like we said, you know, it's up to you guys. We were thinking maybe a $10 entry fee. If you're wanting to do a table, it's typically usually a table of either 8 or 10. So you could do a table for $100 if you wanted to. That's what we've done in the past, but it's completely up to you guys how you want to do it.
That's historical, then I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I think that's how the Opry does it. It's $100 a table, and you do $10 or $15, and then they get it catered, but I don't know if we're gonna do catering.
So we're not doing any type of catering or anything like that. We will have the full bar open, and we'll just do the snacks out of there, and that's it.
That's good.
So we'll just have the concession and.
What we can do, there are some food vendors we can reach out to see if they would like to set up on the patio area, so that, you know, that's an option as well. Okay.
I have the setup, you have the setup too, right, for the.
From the past, mhm.
Yeah, so we can, I was trying to find it, I can't find it, to see how many tables we have.
So, do we want to agree on the $100 table and $10
I think a
admission fee?
$100 table is good, and I'm not sure about the $10 if that's.
You got any suggestions, Mr. Lee, based on?
Honestly, I think just the $10, I think because they come in,
they
I mean,
don't-
yes, we wanna make money, but they're
Right,
gonna stop like with $10 and then they have to pay 100. So I think the $100, and I'm hoping our concession will
oh,
bring in.
So
absolutely.
you're
lot.
saying
Yeah, that's-
$100 per
The table.
table and then $10?
Not $10, that's what I'm saying. I
But a
don't
lot of
know.
them don't come to by, like, say if it was just me and her, and it's like,
Can you hear
well, you're
better?
gonna pay individual, right? So they'll buy a table.
Good.
So one of
Oh, I
them-
see what you're saying.
So
I see
you're
what you're
saying
saying.
it's not to have the
No,
option or just the
no,
option of just buying a table?
I'm saying just the option of buying the table.
Yeah,
That's
buy
what
a
I'm
table,
saying.
yeah.
If they want to sit down, I'm saying
Yeah,
that the
but sitting
option is
down.
everybody's gonna come in, but for a table, that's how I.
It's completely up to you all, like I said. In the past, what we've done is we've sold the table, and with the $100, it's, it's the 10 tickets.
And
so
how
that you can
many
get in.
people to a table?
It's 8 or 10, whatever you wanna do. 10, we can do the 10. And
Yeah,
then
we
if anything
have
comes
to
out,
because it's
$10.
$10.
and it comes out to be $10 per person.
You have to do a
So
10.
10, 100 to tables.
And then you would just do a
$10
$10 admission for everybody else.
You would do?
Yes,
Okay.
and they could be standing room only. Then a lot
I
of
think
them
that's
have
a fair
drink
price
away.
for
We'll be
who
making
we're
on the
getting.
board again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely the bar.
And then I think it'll be good for the community.
That would be, oh, yes, $10 admission.
But the market days is free, it's just.
Yes.
That'll be free during the day.
So do we need a vote on it, Mike? Or not?
Aquí está. This is the
You want them to
table,
vote on setting a price for the event?
right here, and then we set the ones on the
Well,
outside.
what is the city's
I'm
recommendation
gonna
on
want
that?
this table right here.
That's basically what we were suggesting, do a $100 table, $100 per if you want to buy a table, or just a $10 admission per person.
Do we have to go through the council, Ms. Mayor, to approve this, or we just?
No,
approve it?
no, it's not right.
Okay, okay.
No, this is y'all's event,
Yeah,
but,
I know,
but the
Yeah.
city
Never
knows
know.
what, they know what they're spending already for
Okay.
our
Yeah.
entertainment and stuff.
And
So we have
how
to focus on,
much is he charging us?
David Farias is charging us $4,000, and Small Town Habit is charging us,
See, 'cause these are-
1,500.
Not bad.
And then the system we have.
And then the production part of it was 1,100,
These are.
which is cheaper than what we've ever paid, because I don't think I paid
So we
anything
paid
less than 2,000.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So altogether, entertainment wise, you're looking at about $8,000.
The table.
We can probably, make that back in our bar sales, but we wanna try to recoup some of that also, and admission for table sales. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
is it an 8-seat table?
It's a 10.
10-seat
Okay,
table?
did you
That's
finish? I didn't
cheaper than the
see.
last time I bought a table of these things.
Well, yeah, it's always been like, when I was involved, it was
Like
like,
120 or 180 bucks, something like that.
Just $100, and it's basically just
it was a
reserved.
lot more back then.
It's up to
I
y'all,
think
but I
this
would
is-
go with the city's recommendation on
Yeah.
what, to project to at least pay for costs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think it's good that we are still having something for the community.
Okay.
And it's a nice one.
And I'll give you a.
So if that's, what y'all are good with, then that's what we'll do with. So I can start getting a flyer put together, and we can start getting tickets printed for the event. What we'll do is we'll get the layout printed, that way as soon as we start making the announcement, those that want to purchase a table can come in and select their table if they want.
So you'll have all that at your office, Selena?
So we will sell out of here and City Hall,
Okay.
just to make it convenient for
Sounds
everybody.
good.
Okay.
And what's the time for the next?
So I'm thinking it'll probably be like a 7 to 11 type thing.
What,
A
again?
7 to 11. Small Town Habit is usually a 90-minute set, and David Farias, I know for sure, is a 90-minute set. We usually do a 30-minute break in between,
Yeah.
and we can just,
And he actually guaranteed us the last 2 hours,
yes,
so he's good for 2 hours.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the production side will supply, obviously, everything for the 4 hours.
Okay.
For a 4-hour show, so we're.
Okay, well, good, yeah, okay, then we're good.
So you're gonna sell setups and,
Yes.
I was gonna say,
Mhm.
not bring your own bottles or nothing.
Yeah, we have to.
So-
No beer,
You can bring your own bottle into the building because we do not sell liquor.
Okay.
but no drink, but no.
The
Beer and
setups.
everything.
They can't bring anything we sell,
Yeah,
but
correct.
they can bring something we don't and use setup.
I think that's a great idea, to have something, because at this, about a few weeks ago, we were like, nothing.
Mhm.
Thank
Well, I don't
you.
drink, so I'll buy a table.
Can I sit
I
at
don't think either, and I
I know,
didn't
the
have
nursing
any
home will buy
sitting.
a
And I'll buy
table.
some. And I'll get some.
John, I wanna see your table set, buy it.
Sure, you can put your people sitting there out.
Well, you're gonna sell it, you gotta.
Yeah.
I might.
Usually, what the city does, anytime, we have sponsors for our events, we usually try to prepare some type of small basket to place on the table. So that's what I would like to do for anybody that purchases a table, is be able to create something small, you know, to put on the table.
Great.
Whether it's some kind of snack or, you know, just something like that.
Yeah.
You know, as a thank you.
Like everybody that buys a table.
Yes,
Good
just for
idea.
people that buy a
Yes,
table.
I always say,
Okay, I have to go because I need to go meet this gentleman. He's waiting on me.
Go, Sean.
Thank you.
Nice
I'm gonna be number
Good to see you. Say hi to Bill.
I will.
And baby girl. I saw the ring, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not
I assume you guys came.
Some pictures to
Yeah. Which one?
Oh, she did?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, which one do you want? You're like 7, Shanta 6.
which one are you gonna
One
do?
at a time.
Got that over there.
Well,
Weigh in.
you want
You know what,
cash?
I'm gonna do one of
Yeah.
these, because that way they can go to the restaurant.
You might.
Yeah, okay, so do you want that one or this one?
One of these.
Okay, you're gonna-
Okay.
And for $100, I have to buy
24. If you're gonna follow these
And
numbers.
everybody is going to be paying.
What the profit
Yes.
is for.
Yeah, everybody's gonna pay, no free
No
table.
free table.
Oh, no. That's
No,
how you gotta make your
Selena.
money.
No, yeah, I'm all money.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think, I hear people, that's why they're like, oh, we have to pay admission, but you're right, it's only $10, so people are gonna, we only have 25 tables. Yeah, that's perfect, because those 25 tables are gonna be.
So did we have to take a, we don't have to take a vote on it, Tom, about that we decided to go ahead and do that, or
Well,
what?
that's kind of, that was another thing that I didn't
And
really
then all
see
these on
this
there.
item
The
going
30 so let's
toward.
get them.
She had mentioned to me that we were gonna be
Those are the ones we
pricing.
sell.
Okay, so we can go into
And
the
then these
next.
over here on the
Well, we need to go back and
These are
review the
ones
minutes,
that
man. We
They
need to
charge
go.
$10 to come
Okay.
in. I'm fine with that.
They don't have to sit in one of these.
I'm fine with that. That's perfect.
VIP tables are these.
And they're gonna go fast, because $100 per table, that's gonna go.
Oh, yes.
That's gonna go super fast.
Are you gonna try to advertise too? Are we gonna do
it early.
kind of?
Monica's gonna do the flyers, and we're gonna look at the flyers and stuff, so we can put together a flyer.
Okay.
So we can do that. Yeah, 30 tables, $100, that would be great.
That's 3,000 right there.
Almost half of our
Oh,
cost.
that's beautiful. Okay.
Okay, so, where's my agenda?
And then all the other ones would be,
Just $10.
and I
comes in.
think the other ones are, they hold up 8, I'm not sure.
Square tables.
They just, or 6.
They have to be the round ones, and the round ones, 8 is comfortable, 10 is like you're
Oh,
tight.
no, you mean the long ones?
The long ones, 8.
Okay, because that's what these are. The round ones on 30 for VIP, those are called VIP.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you're gonna sell.
So the only thing
I don't know how good our
is, I only
system-
have 30 and 8-foot tables. That's all I have. I don't have any
And
more.
I've got, I can't turn off the darn
Like
phone.
the square
Can you
tables.
hear us?
Yeah, I only
The other
have-
side you can do.
You only have how
Hey,
many?
Jake, can you,
I can hear y'all.
you can hear us?
That's all I have.
Yeah, he just
15 and
listened.
15.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I didn't even.
Okay, the
turn
next
on
thing we're gonna do,
It's hard to pick out what everybody's saying, but I'm listening in.
we'll catch you up on it later, Jay.
That's all I have right now.
Yeah, no issues. No, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't be there, but.
We're gonna go ahead and continue with our agenda. Review and approve minutes for the 8/15/24 meeting and 9/19/24.
The August meeting was y'all's first. September I was absent, but I got that recitation of the minutes from Monica, and I think so.
And he has handed us a copy of it.
So you guys will take a look at it, and if it's acceptable, Y'all know what to do? Is that your stuff? That's mine.
Me too.
Every day I deal with behavioral problems
Yeah.
with the county for a little while longer.
This is gonna be a nice big event.
Listen, just make sure that we can, y'all need to hire somebody to work on the restroom.
Oh, I always do that. Oh, yeah. my
Yeah,
restroom.
that was what I had, I was so, because we learned a lot the first time we did it.
Oh, yeah.
And I had written, like, we needed a meal.
Okay, did everybody go over the minutes? So we can continue? I need to go home and eat dinner. We're good, okay,
You have somebody.
Go
make a
ahead.
motion. We need a motion to go ahead and approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for August
And September.
and September, yeah.
Second.
Okay. Second.
Okay, thank you
All right,
guys.
is anybody taking notes?
I am,
You are.
ma'am.
Thanks, Tom.
This is the one thing I do
Then the
not.
president will get him.
No, I'm doing them.
So you're the no, who's the president?
Jason
Jake
Lambert.
Lambert.
Mr. Lambert
Oh.
and Mr.
Definitely
Gray.
not.
Dave?
Definitely not the president.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake.
Okay,
And where's he at?
He's right there, he's listening to every word we're
you
saying.
had to work.
He's ahead of work tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, the next thing on our agenda is brief by facility and events manager. And I'm not gonna go through, read the whole thing, you know what to do, Samantha.
Facility and event manager or design.
Yes, and these gentlemen are here to speak on
Yes,
some of those
yes.
issues.
Monthly reports related to
I'm sure about
rental.
that.
So, okay. So can y'all introduce yourselves and tell us
Yes.
what y'all do?
I'm James Martinez, and this is Kevin Dale. We're both from Romeo Music, and we're here to talk about the improvements for the AV setup or the AV system here in the event center. Understanding that it's a pretty old system that does need to be updated, and so Kevin's we sent a proposal already to Selena, and she has a proposal. And it pretty much thoroughly goes over everything that needs to be done to make it ideal for anyone, for you guys to be able to access it, to control it, mic system, projector system, with ease, without having to call someone to try to go out and figure it out. So for example, this past week, Tuesday, we had that FEDC forum.
Hold on, let me listen to what they're saying.
Oh, no.
I'm
sorry.
I'm sorry, Mayor. Go ahead and finish, go ahead.
Okay,
So.
can you please, repeat, because I couldn't hear you exactly.
So we're here to update, to send in a proposal to update the AV system for the event center, to make sure that it's able to be controlled with ease. Like I was saying, for example, we had the forum this past Tuesday where we had a lot of mic issues. And that's something that we can control. That's something that we here to problem solve. And Kevin is our design specialist. He has many titles, but he's one of our design specialists, and he's gonna go over some of the items that are in that proposal that we recommend. Also, we didn't have a budget in mind. We weren't given a budget, but we just by detail taking pictures and video and everything, and us working together, what we came up with on that proposal was something that should be done for the event center here, so that way you don't have to worry about it. It could go here, on and on without any, hassle, without any.
Yeah, I'll just chime in a little bit. So your screens are a 4x3 format, which is from 20 years ago. Like when you go to Best Buy, you buy a 16:9 television, and so we haven't used 4x3 TV since Bill Clinton was president. So it's been a while. So it's time to update that. It is an outdated technology. Additionally, I'm sure you've seen, over time, we've gone from 720 to 1080 to 4K and all that. So we want to make sure that this is a legacy project that sets you up for the next decade or two, right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
we have run into some issues of older technologies that need to be updated. And the projectors we're proposing are I don't want to say that they're top of the line, because top of the line is what they use for like opening ceremonies at the Olympics, but they're appropriate for this venue as being excellent Panasonic projectors. You could do movie nights here and you would have a nice bright screen. You know, you can do it may help the way you do events here. It may improve the way you do events here. It may give you new ideas for new events here. Additionally, on these older systems, you would be like, oh, I need to go control the audio. So you go to the back to that old archaic antiquated mixer where is anybody here an audio engineer?
Are you an engineer?
I am, but
Certified and?
I have many certifications, but my point is what I do for a living is I more or less help people who aren't audio engineers control things. Like I specialize in K through 12 education. Teachers are there to teach, they're not there to be audio engineers. I specialize in houses of worship, which is almost always volunteers. Only the houses of worship with the large budgets actually have technicians on site. It's usually no offense, someone who's a little older and maybe a little not as good with technology. Yes, so that's a very common thing. So that's what I specialize in, and it's no different with city municipalities. A lot of times it's like, I'm not an audio engineer, I'm a city manager of some type. I just need to be able to have this thing work when I go up to it. So what we do, the modernization that we are proposing for this solution is, does everybody in this room have a smartphone? Does everybody in this room know how to operate a smartphone? Okay. Does everybody in this room know how to operate a sound mixer? No. So everybody in this room can operate a smartphone, but not everybody in this room can operate a sound mixer. So what we're proposing on the audio side is to get rid of the sound mixer, and you don't need it anymore because you will have two, in areas of your choice, touch screens that you can go up to and literally just hit a button and start controlling things. You turn the mic on, we actually make a custom graphical user interface. We can put the CD logo on it, it'll look nice and pretty. And we can make the fonts nice and big for everybody who wears glasses. Just say mic on, and you push a button and then the mic is on. And so that's a very modern way to put a system together, because when you go walk up to a mixing console, you see like 16 faders and a bunch of EQs. You're like, what is all this stuff? You're not supposed to know what that stuff is. You just need to be able to operate, make announcements to a large group of people and not be an audio engineer. So that is what we're doing on the audio side of things. Some other areas where we saw some room for improvement in there is you currently only have you have 12 speakers in there. I think we're expanding it out to 16, because if we can compartmentalize the sound more in the room, you don't have to turn things up as loud, and then your gain, a technical term, gain before feedback. So if you've ever turned something up and it starts feeding back, you can turn it up louder before it starts feeding back, because we have more sound concentrated, okay? So you're gonna run into less issues of feedback, but you're also going to have something inside the computer that's always constantly monitoring for feedback. So if it starts hearing feedback, oftentimes before you even hear it with your ears, it's just gonna punch it down, and you're not gonna get any feedback with the microphones. That's all programmed. We do everything in there, you don't touch it. And then to make things a little easier for you, if you have a city-issued iPad, we can also take whatever is on those two touchscreens and put it on an iPad and put it on our network. So if you want to walk around the venue and control things, you can. Then, the other thing that I want to talk about is, usually, because I said you had a mixer, then you have some sort of a video matrix where you push buttons and it changes sources and so on and so forth. Everything's on the touchscreen. Your video, your audio, it's all in one place. It's all consolidated. You go, turn projector on, and the projector turns on. We just make it super easy to follow. And then let's see, we have the stuff going to the patio area as well. So we're upgrading some stuff there. And it's the rack that's there is going to be just very clean. The stuff that's in there right now, you're probably going to be using like 15, at most 20% of what's in the rack now, because everything that we have in our quote is just smaller, and it's basically a computer that just runs everything. And it handles all the audio. We're also going to make the wireless more robust because there's not satellite antennas out in the venue that we can see. And so we want to put some what's called quarter wave antennas out there. So you can go walk to the back corner of the room with a mic and it's just going to sound awesome. Now, what the system is not, and I want to make sure that you understand what it is and what it isn't, this doesn't replace when you have a band come in and you put a big sound system up there. That's not what this is. This is just for events that come through the ceiling, okay? If you guys want us to quote something that's permanent, we can do that, but my understanding was that was not what the proposal was, so we're just using it as a, and I want to make sure that you understand that it's not that. So when you look at it, you're like, well, is it this price because you're doing all this extra stuff or not? It's just to replace what's there now with more modernized technology. It's more streamlined and easier to use.
Great.
So,
So, you're the one that asked for it?
Oh, we were all looking for, in fact, it was in place already, right, trying to redo the.
So do we have a bid
It's
price?
just so old.
Or do we have-
there's one, I saw one of ours over
Actually,
there.
I am gonna email it to y'all, because the one I have right now, it's not, he sent a whole bunch of things, so the one I have is just the page, what he offers, and then the price. So I'd rather just send you the whole packet, so y'all
Yes,
can
so we can
read
go
at everything.
every-
Yeah, it's a lot.
I put
Three
pictures.
estimates, right?
Yes, I'm getting 3, and actually I got 2 already coming, so Jace will be the 3rd one.
And as you
Oh, you
go
mean
through
you
the
got the-
price,
Yeah,
there's
I-
pictures of everything you're buying,
Correct.
so you understand what, because it's just, if you look at it, it's just like, I don't know what this is.
Right.
It's all, it's all there.
Okay, thanks.
What is the price?
110,000,
118.
something like
Don't we
that.
have to go out on this?
Yeah, she already did, she's going out for
I'm going
bids.
out on it, yeah.
We haven't posted notice for it.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys, there's a bunch,
Yeah.
when you have to go out, because it's over 50.
Oh, yeah, but the other bids are coming in, and they're not,
Well, they're estimates.
their estimates,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
They're
that's because it's
estimates,
one
so-
every-
I didn't know what the cost was, I'm sorry.
No, no
Yeah.
worries.
But I immediately, when I hear, I don't even care what it is, just money, it's no.
Exactly, and that's why we were
Okay.
getting, and I
Um,
think we're gonna reach out to one more person, but I do have 2 coming in.
Well, we gotta discuss this.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
the city's got to approve this.
Exactly.
We have to approve it, and
Exactly.
also it needs to go out.
It's gotta go out for bid, it's, you
That's
gotta follow
public.
procurement.
Correct.
So do we have to post it?
Out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing that, no offense, guys, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're here, because you can give the board more information, and I'm glad the mayor's here,
Yes.
but that is something that's not as quick.
Exactly.
If this was 15,000, heck, it's easy,
Mhm.
but. running across the-
We understand, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We do K through 12, we did a $4.5 million project for Pasadena, so we know the bid process.
And then when y'all do the project, references, we can get references.
Yeah.
Y'all will fill out a.
Yeah, we have Judson and Alice and Pasadena, we have lots of.
But you don't have price, bids on the other?
No, one came today, so he'll have it for me because we wanted to see it, so he's getting that, he's working on that today,
Okay.
so.
So what y'all have to decide probably is how long are you gonna post it? For how long are you gonna post it, right? Tom?
Well, ma'am, this is a long discussion, this is a city
Exactly.
attorney type discussion. I don't know if the city wants me to go out for it, I don't mind, I'll do it. But we have to make sure that we have funding to do this.
Exactly.
I know we
That's-
have some funding, but we also have some other projects that we're doing this year.
We have the sign and then.
And we have the
Sign.
ceiling, the roof.
And then two,
So-
we don't have it, in our budget.
The lady was sitting right here is the one I have all these questions for.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because I don't know the answer to that, ma'am. You guys.
Yeah, we worked on the budget and we,
and I know that y'all were supposed to get a budget report, and I did reach out to Cindy, but they're still closing on the budget, so she doesn't have a report for me until she said the next meeting, and I had already reached out to them just today again to tell me, they're still
Well-
closing on it.
I can tell you this, guys, the preliminary budget was optimistic, and then we discovered some issues with our roof that are probably going to take precedent on some of our improvements that we wanted to make, and that was what I've been told by Cindy and Monica.
Yes.
But at first, we were discussing, we need to do it.
I was gonna say it's great, it's very much needed.
but we have to do it a certain way. We can't just-
Unfortunately, we can't say, okay, we'll write you a check.
Oh, man, that's what we're hoping
I
for.
won't sign it.
We are totally used to it.
Mayor's here, she might, go ahead, sign it.
But even
That is something I can't even do, I've gotta be told to do
Yes,
that.
exactly.
But we really thank y'all for working on this. and
Oh, yeah,
letting us
yeah, that's what I was
know.
gonna say, even other people that might bid on it, we actually need them to do it the way these guys are doing it.
We need
So we also do training as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Okay,
also,
that was-
and it doesn't have to be in a lump
Yeah,
sum, you know,
yeah.
type of.
But
you
my
know.
point is, y'all are actually telling us what y'all suggest,
Well, what
right?
what we
So-
feel needed.
Right, so just putting it out there for bids,
Well, there's two ways you do bids in our side of the world, which is one, you do a consultant, and then you bid out the
Right.
consultant's design. That's not how we do things, because you're adding two parties to try, it's like somebody makes IKEA instructions and somebody puts the IKEA thing together. We're a design build firm, we write the instructions, then we put our own instructions together, and we hold your hand through the process. We're 100% accountable for everything. Whereas if you have a consultant and then you have a bidder and something goes wrong, who's at fault? They can blame each other. We can't. We have to take accountability for everything that we do. That's why we like doing design build, because we want to be on the hook for it, because we trust our designs and we know that if we have you from start to finish, it's going to go the way we want it to go. Other people put our stuff together. It's sort of like, do you trust other people to put your stuff together? That's why we don't like going the consultant bid route. A contractor, putting their stuff together.
Would we have to have someone to, or train someone to do that? Because I know Selena would be very capable, but she's got a lot on her plate for events and
so
stuff.
that's
so
what
she-
Mr. Martinez.
Well, I'm also a resident here too, so if anything goes wrong, I live in Shannon Ridge,
But I'm
so.
saying to train somebody
Yes, we
to
could-
build a system.
Right.
So I was hired 7 years ago this week, actually, to spearhead our whole integrated systems for our company. And part of one of the things I've done is I've developed the way we do training. Trained means that you can train for other people. Because if I train you and you're not trained, trained to me, that threshold that you cross is you can train other people. That means you're
Yeah.
trained.
Definitely.
Because oftentimes, due to schedules, and people had to leave meetings and stuff, the chances of getting every single person in here for a training is not great. But if I train 2 or 3 people to train anybody else, that's trained.
But it
Saves money,
seems
too.
pretty easy also, the system.
It is. Part of the cost of this is all the programming we do on the front end to make it easier for you. It's sort of like he's typing stuff on his computer, but when he hits a T key on his keyboard, a bunch of stuff is happening inside that computer to make that happen. We're doing that for your sound system, so you don't have to. You just go up and go, I can read English. The mic says, it says mic on. I hit mic on. I start talking. I hear the mic. Yes, yes, exactly. So we try to make it very user-friendly, very ergonomic, not a bunch of menus and multiple layers of going. Just like everything's right in front of you. That's it. So,
Okay, well, we really thank y'all for, James.
thank you for listening.
Thank you, and all our meetings, and we really appreciate y'all.
So are y'all gonna be are y'all the ones that are setting up for, this coming for the 14th?
No, that's just.
Oh, y'all
that's
just came to talk.
Yeah, they don't
Yes,
do, yeah, they
yeah.
don't do the band stuff, we.
Yeah, we're-
We can, actually, we do,
Yeah, they do,
we
they
can,
do.
but no, we don't, we just
We mainly install this stuff.
install.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we, actually, Kevin and I are gonna be working together for the peanut patch area, that we're gonna put a design build for that area as well, coming up soon, so.
Which will definitely go out to bid.
Yeah.
That's gonna be,
Yeah, that was gonna be a job. Should be fun.
Okay, well, we really thank y'all for taking.
Not a problem. Let you all have your meeting.
Thank you,
Wonderful day,
James.
and get her home for dinner.
Yes, I haven't had my dinner.
Then I'm not gonna tell you that I'm about to go get mine.
Y'all
take it.
y'all did a good presentation.
Thank you, James.
Nice seeing you again, James.
You too, bye-bye.
Okay.
And the point on that was,
That's a lot.
That
again,
is-
we can't just put out bid because they don't really know what we're needing, or they're not
And you know what,
suggesting
and
anything.
that's what I'm saying, because we got 3 bids,
Yeah.
and the bids that we got were like 9,000, 10,000.
Yeah, because
And
they don't know,
don't-
yeah, yeah.
See, you pay for what you get. I've always had that.
No, but he's trying to simplify it when it doesn't
That
need to be
needed
simplified. You know, it's just like you can work with it, it's like, but it's trying to sell you more than what you need.
Yeah, we
You don't need to upgrade all of this
Because, yeah,
stuff
because of the,
Guys, the way I was taught on these, and the way I advise people, I can't speak for how the city's attorneys advise them, is we get estimates first, so we kind of see what's out there, and then we make our requests for proposals.
He wanted to know your
And
budget.
he just came, yeah.
Yeah,
He wanted
so I don't mind talking to folks like this,
I know.
but we can't
But,
do
you know,
business with
and
them.
that's what we, because he had said, and he's like, everybody's open, and I was like, and we did tell him, because Mama said, we're not accepting the proposal.
Yeah,
But
oh,
he
no,
was
he
like,
thinks they have
he
it.
was so,
It's okay, maybe they don't
Yeah.
understand procurement rules.
Exactly.
But the point is, we have no choice,
Choice.
we have to comply with them. But the only way we know how to write our bid
Mhm.
requests is by talking to these vendors. So that's what we
And it
do.
doesn't hurt nothing if
It
we
doesn't.
talk to.
And sometimes he said no consultant, that's the middleman, but your consultant will tell you what you need, not what they want to sell you.
That's
So
my
somebody
point.
will tell
Yeah.
That's
you.
my point.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know,
That's what I was saying.
118,000 or 9,000,
No,
neither one of them is telling us what we need.
yeah, and you
You know,
don't
that's
need.
the first thing we need to
TVs
find
are
out.
not bad.
What is it we need, you
Upgrade,
know?
It just, it sounds.
Well, before we build any facilities, before any political subdivision undergoes a project, they hire, they retain an architect, just a specialized person. And I'm not saying an architect is this, but an individual, a subject matter expert, that the city and the 4A would pay to come in, do an evaluation of it and say, this is what I think y'all need, and this is your
exactly
approximate
just what
ballpark.
we need, not anything
That was my
fancy.
point.
He wanted to sell
Exactly,
you
don't.
4 more speakers. Why do you need 4 more speakers?
Our speakers are really good, our speakers are good.
It's just a connection or whatever, but he said no.
Well,
You give it to us free?
Okay, Mayor, you just said the right words.
well, you guys have been around long enough, you know every meeting, somebody will come try to sell you something.
Oh, yeah.
But that, when
I
I
didn't
was
get that
like.
on, knocking on my door.
Yeah, that one, that's why I didn't even pass out the proposal, because I was like, first of all, we had already told him that
Good idea.
it's not, so that's why I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'll just email, but when I saw it, I was like, that's ridiculous.
It's okay, I mean.
And plus, another thing, we may not even have any money to even do
We
it,
don't.
right, Mayor?
Yeah, because it's not in our
You
budget.
just gotta
We
see
didn't
what
put
you
it on
can
our
do,
budget.
but not.
We can have extra money because, you know, we have a capital plan, but
But,
a lot of it we have to fix outside. And then we're gonna buy that sign.
And the
that's on.
last time he was even talking about lighting, sound systems, I was like,
Plus,
you
I
can
think
bring
that-
your own sound system.
I really
And
think that
lighting.
the roof is
Is
what's
the main
really.
thing.
Oh, yeah, the
Yes.
roof is very important. And that's what we budgeted for, so.
Okay, let's go to our next agenda. 'cause I'm very hungry.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
making sure to put in here that we discussed it, but
Yeah.
said we have to follow the procurement statute and city
Okay,
Thank
procedure.
you.
So A kind of covers all.
Yes, and then, and then
Okay,
B.
B, discussion and possible action about city budget for event center, and I think that you just said a while ago.
Yeah, and then,
Okay, let's go to C, discussion and possible action concerning current fee schedule at center. And nothing,
Possible
And
action, correct?
Three of them?
Current fee
Oh, well, the
schedule.
and is just for the next item.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that,
Okay.
that's just, how
Done already
you, that's how
here.
you end the list when you're.
C and D are the
Thank
same.
you for educating me.
Sorry, it's just, that's it, that's how
I know
you,
time.
you follow up. But these were items, that y'all had on last meeting, but y'all tabled them. You're missing 2 members tonight, so I don't know, because Jake had to go. So I don't know how much we can discuss unless the mayor can fill us in on the budget stuff. But Ms. Strum needs to be here
Definitely.
because she's the
She's-
one
and-
that told me at first we had a little wiggle room, and now I'm hearing that you guys don't have any wiggle room. So I don't
Because
know.
it's
Reach out to her today.
Yeah, we have the
That's
budget,
fine.
she needs to be here because,
Yes.
we have extra funds here and there, but, you know.
She needs to
just-
tell us if there's
If we
anything
can
possible.
use it or
Correct.
not, or if
Okay,
it's.
so we're gonna
legal to
table that?
use.
I think you guys should, my recommendation would be to table
Table
it
it.
until Monica or Cynthia or both can be present. So you guys can figure out what latitude you have.
Exactly.
'Cause-
Because Cindy would know what we have
She
and
knows
don't have.
Because we know how it is if y'all talk about something and agree on it and then they can't do it. So let's
Right.
figure out, let's find out what the city can
Can
do
do,
before y'all
and then
decide
we'll-
anything.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to D.
That was it.
That was the
Yeah,
first thing.
yeah, I would
That was
think.
the
Oh, that's
I would
right,
think-
You
sorry
guys
about
already
that.
covered D,
So-
yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's discussion concerning fees.
Yeah, y'all haven't done C
We're
yet,
gonna table it.
but
To
that
table
one,
this too.
I think that's an idea that y'all need to we need to come back with we need to talk about raising our fees.
Yes,
We need to talk
I
about
do.
raising the fees with your commercial tenancies and these long-term ones.
Yes.
And
Yes, yes,
we've got a
yes.
few tenant things that are also gonna need to factor into this.
And I did give everybody, like I said, I gave everybody their schedule.
Great.
Their Ryan's schedule's on top, Debbie's schedule's on the bottom for the year.
And is there like a breach of contract on that, like how she should be acting with whatever, I know we're not supposed to discuss it,
Well, we
I'm
don't-
just saying, like, you know, I don't
gone
think
for
that's,
years,
and I
for
think
years.
she's getting away with it all this time.
Because who, like, does she come? Can we go
I'm
ahead?
sorry, we'll do it
Well,
another
never
time.
mind.
I think that's an item that we need to discuss at a different meeting, and it needs to be a specific item that
That's why I
authorizes
said
us
we
to go
need to
into
go, y'all need to go to
Yes.
executive
Okay.
session.
Yeah,
Y'all discuss
My
So,
question was-
personal.
my
No
question was,
discussion
are we-
on
You know,
Next time.
do we really need to be addressing issues like this, or
Well-
is it even in our realm?
No,
it is.
not.
It is.
It is.
Because
Right.
I voted
Okay.
they should be.
Y'all are the board that
Okay,
agrees these
great.
contracts.
And that's why I gave you the report.
But
in-
guys, I'd like to
That's why I was
find out,
concerned with if you find out the schedules, how those, because the young man mentioned something about.
I'd like to speak to y'all,
I'd like to know
I'll call the board
how the
individually
schedule's set,
to fill you in on what I am aware of.
Because certainly it's not carte blanche to just anybody, like, okay,
No,
we're
it's
gonna
not.
rent for us, so, you know, you schedule, make your own schedule.
Schedule
We have a
should
lot of
That'd be
people
very
that
important.
wanna
our
rent. We
supervisor.
have a lot of
Yes.
people that wanna rent, but we're tied down.
Well,
Okay,
the
so
schedule
that's
should
what-
come
that's what we
through.
need.
Maybe loosen that up.
I'd like to fill y'all in
Okay.
individually.
Perfect, perfect.
And what I tell y'all will be what I tell her and you, it won't be different, it's just kind of, this is the scenario. These are issues we've had in the past, it sounds like the issues potentially are escalated, but we only heard one version.
Absolutely, absolutely, I'm fair with that, I'm fair with that. We can't act on one side, but.
Yeah,
But,
listen to all.
Let's do that one next
It's
month,
always
guys.
both
Okay.
sides to us.
So we're gonna,
Yeah.
no discussion on that, and I think that that's it, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
and if
it.
y'all were to have an executive session, I wouldn't go in, because I'm not part of, you know,
Yeah.
I would not go in.
Okay, well, thank you,
I
everybody, for
would
being here.
advise you not to,
Yeah,
that way
well, I
you
would
can
not
say
do
you
that.
didn't, yeah.
No, I would not go in because I'm just here listening right now.
But we'd like for you to come, we'd like for the mayor to come. and-
But I know.
But that way you know what,
Or I already know, more or less.
I know, but-
I've been here for a long time.
thank you for coming tonight. We're glad
Yeah,
to
I'm
have
just
you.
a visitor, but I just can't help it but talk.
We've never had
Yeah,
issues with
right,
that.
it's all
I mean, you guys,
Hey,
the
you
city, we're partners,
Yeah.
you know, we need your feedback.
And you know what,
Definitely.
not to change it, but like, I heard him say something about he's gonna be doing for the peanut festival, like.
No, the patch, the
Peanut
pumpkin
patch.
Peanut patch.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Is it,
is.
I don't
it's not
know.
the peanut
I don't know what it
festival,
is. What
it's
is
a sound system for something.
peanut patch? I thought it was, I thought he said pumpkin.
No,
No,
he
No,
said
peanut,
peanut patch.
peanut something.
Peanut patch.
Okay, so the meeting
He
is
probably meant pumpkin
adjourned.
patch.
Thank you, Selena, for all
7:38.
you do, and thank you for being here.
I know,
always.
Hey, now 1 hour.
Right.
what is this?
Well, that's Debbie's and Ryan's schedule.
Oh.